This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Week 4 was certainly entertaining. Philly pulled through. Jalen had 130 yards. He nailed that max discount offer. Bills Mafia and Josh Allen showed once again. I got my eyes on Josh next Sunday's night game also. Prize Pick is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more on Josh Allen pass yards, rush yards, touchdowns? Now you can pick them all on the same lineup, only on Prize Picks. Follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app. Copy their lineups in one click, whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone's picks you like. Hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. On Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Hey, y'all. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am the winning Unc. On this side, the good guy. Yay! Shannon Sharpe, that guy. Do y'all know they only scored 13 points in the last 2 weeks? He's from Liberty City, although he doesn't want to claim his team. They just got the brakes beat off him. Jamar Chase did not play tonight, neither did T. Higgins, so it's understandable why they lost. He's from Liberty City. He's a Bengal Ring of Fame honoree. He's an all-pro, Pro Bowl player. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Y'all, please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnson is not allowed to talk unless he brought a note from home. I asked him before we joined, chat, I said, you must bring a note from the third girl you ever dated that would allow you to speak tonight. So until he gets that, he is not allowed to talk. So unfortunately, you're going to have to bear with us. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And do us a favor, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed, wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for your support and your continued support, because thanks to you, Nightcap has become the phenomena that it's become. Thank you, guys. Did y'all enjoy that game? We sure did. Make sure you check out Shade by Laportier. We do have it in stock. Now, if you cannot find Shade by Laportier in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. The best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Please go follow my media company, Shay Media, on all of its platforms. And my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. That link is also pinned in the chat. Shaun Alexander will join us shortly. But the game you just watched, and I'm sure you guys thoroughly enjoyed it as much as I did. Bo Nix looked like Peyton Manning. 29 of 42, 326 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did throw a bad interception, but you know what? We can live with that. J.K. Dobbins, the Broncos had not had a 100-yard rusher in the last 2.5 years. Guess what they got tonight?
Yeah. What they got?
Whoa. Please. I'm asking you, please. J.K. Dobbins had 16 carries for 101 yards. Harvey had 14 carries for 58 yards. Marvin Mims had a 16-yard run that resulted in a touchdown. Let me give you Mr. Browning's numbers. The guy that's never lost on a Monday night, chat. He was 14 of 25, 125 yards. They had 53 yards rushing. They did not have 200 yards, ladies and gentlemen. 200. T. Higgins was their leading receiver. He had 3 catches for a measly, 32 yards. 32 yards. Bronco country, stand up. 28-3 was the final score. They scored first and didn't sniff the end zone again. Man, did y'all see Trey Hendrickson over there sucking there? Boy, that mile high had it. Ocho, you got that permission slip?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
If your team did not score a touchdown, I don't want to hear you say foot or ball for at least a week. You say oblong oblit. You say, as a matter of fact, you can say pigskin, but you are not allowed to say foot or ball. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, listen, for one, if you're a Broncos fan in the chat, and this goes for all the people in the chat, all y'all laughing and giggling and ha and he, the fact that y'all are even happy about this win, Joe Burrowless Bengals. You happy about that?
Whoa.
Are you happy about a Joe Burrowless Bengals and you win? We got a backup quarterback who couldn't do much tonight. You got an offensive line who got them holding their goddamn ass off. We got pre-snap penalties up the ass, up the yin-yang. We can't do nothing on offense. We got the best duo of receivers in the goddamn NFL, and we can't get them the goddamn ball. And then you come over here and you happy to about I can't say foot or ball, and you're giggling. You got your robe on.
I'm scared. I just wanted to know, Chad. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm calling 911. This man is threatening me. He's hostile. Chad, you see the hostility in his voice. I'm calling. I'm afraid.
Hold on.
I'm afraid.
I'm just asking, how are you even happy about this? Listen, I knew what the outcome would be. You knew what the outcome would be. Anybody with common sense or any football knowledge knew what the outcome would be. But
that ain't what you said.
Wait a minute. I know it's not what I said. Sometime, you ever been in a relationship, Unc? Hold on, listen to me. Chat, y'all stay with me now. You ever been in a relationship and a woman tell you something that she really don't mean, and you don't find out later until y'all break up? She didn't really mean it. I didn't really mean we was going to win.
Yes, she did.
Hold on. Matter of fact, you know what? Hold on. I ain't got time for this shit. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I tell you what. I'm gonna support my team through thick and thin. I'm not like these.
I'm glad you're wearing that jersey, because that's the only time they saw it tonight. It's right on you.
Hey, listen.
I'm glad they get an opportunity to see it right now.
I'm trying to understand. Are you really happy with this victory? We have a Joe Burrowless Bengals. We couldn't do nothing offensively.
Hey, and Opie D'd him up. Did you see Riley Moss? Opie pooping on him.
Who?
Riley Moss pooping on him.
Yeah. All right.
Riley Moss, number 21, the one that's opposite. He pooping on him. Hold
on. I could have swore I seen T. Higgins head tapping real quick. What you talking about? It was a holding call. They got called back.
Whoa.
It was a holding call. They got called back.
Ocho, I'm just saying, Opie did. I mean, all I know is back in our time, we saw a guy that didn't have the same melanin as us trying to D up. It was curtains. Opie out there doing the do on him. Got it right on Mayberry.
It's all good. It's all good. Listen, I'm glad you're happy, because that's about the only win y'all probably gonna get. Listen, at least my team, at least we got an excuse. Our quarterback is gone. Listen, our quarterback is gone. It ain't my fault.
Chad, do y'all hear this man? What that sound like to me?
We had so many pre-snap penalties. We had so many penalties on defense. We couldn't do nothing. Couldn't do nothing. As a matter of fact, you couldn't do nothing. You shouldn't say nothing, and you ain't gonna be nothing. So I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me raise up, Ocho. It's all good.
It's gonna be trouble.
It's all good.
Ocho,
I tell you what. Listen, no disrespect to Browning, no disrespect to him, but we need to get a quarterback in now. We need to bring somebody in. Listen, we need to bring somebody in that's adequate.
Why are you being like this?
I'm not. I'm just saying somebody that can run an offense and give us the opportunities. We got balls sailing all out of bounds. We got to give our players a chance. If you know we down a quarterback, you have to make every goddamn play count. Every play has to count. The offensive line has to understand that. You got to give us the chance to win. You don't got the hole. You don't have to hold.
You got the hole if you can't block.
Slide your feet. Use your hands. Use your technique. I don't know what we're doing. We had a whole offensive series eliminated by 3 holding calls in a row.
Your technique is holding. What part about that didn't you get? Okay, to make it, in the words of Cam Ward, your team, you know what? Y'all some sauce. Y'all some slaw. y'all stir fry, y'all cheeks, y'all buns, y'all booty, y'all sack. I mean, what the hell? Hey, Chad, did I leave out anything? Is there any other derogatory term that I can use to describe them without saying actuality?
Listen, if anything, if you're a real football fan, there's no way you're happy about this win. There's no way you're excited and you think this is good. No, not at all. No, it's like a lion being handicapped and having two legs, and you being happy about defeating him. Nah, man.
Hey, he's still a lion. All I'm gonna tell you, hey, if they didn't see it, I whipped the lion. Man, the lion only have no fangs or no claws. He's still a lion. All I know is this here. Chat, is there any other words I could use to describe them? In the words of Cam Ward, they are, they sauce, they stir fry, they cheeks, they buns, they booty, they sacks. What else, chat? What did I miss, chat? Tell me what I missed. What's another word? Y'all ain't what the elephant left on the showground. You know where the elephant left. When the circus leave town, you know what's on the showground. Y'all ain't that.
I know you're not happy about it.
It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you. You got out Ocho. Do y'all know y'all have gotten outscored 55-6 in the first half? You got beat 48-10. I told you we were gonna put belt to you know what. We're gonna put butts in you.
We don't have our quarterback. We don't have a quarterback.
You said that wasn't gonna be a problem. You said we got the best duo.
We do have the best duo. And the fact
I couldn't tell. The best duo played for the Broncos. Sutton and Mims.
You know, it might look that way because y'all have somebody to give him the ball.
I don't know.
I don't know what we got.
I know what y'all got. Y'all got butts put in you.
It might look that way, but it's cool. It's cool. I guarantee you some. I guarantee you some changes are made this week. I guarantee. I bet you somebody coming there to help.
I know the Sam Cooke song. A change is gonna come, but it ain't coming soon enough for y'all. It's over.
Hey, listen. Let me tell you how much I know game of football. Let me tell you how much. In order for us, because let me tell you something. Heads are gonna roll. People will lose their job. In order for us to be able to at least compete. How many points did we score tonight, Unc?
Not enough.
That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
Not enough.
Hold on, listen to me. Stay with me real quick. To say that because we lose one of the better quarterbacks in the league, that we can't even function.
Cannot.
Not be real, not be good and efficient. Can't even function with the backup quarterback. Like, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. You got to be able to function. And you got two of the best on the outside? Oh, man, please. Man, please. Put me out there. Put me at quarterback.
The receivers look like you out there tonight.
Hey,
they look like they were 47. Had them locked up. Riley Moss had the right side locked down. And Surtain, I don't even know why y'all even bother going towards Surtain.
Hey,
you already know it's nothing.
Let me tell you something. Listen to all we need is somebody with the confidence to be able to want to pull the trigger and just not care. What we need to do now, Burrow's not coming back to December. If we don't turn,
it's over for y'all. Why would you bring him back in December when y'all will be lost 13 games?
How you know?
Y'all ain't winning no games.
Hey, man, relax.
First of all, your defense was trash with Burrow. So what that got to do with anything?
Hey, let me tell you something. I believe in faith. I have faith. The size of a mustard seed. In the book of in the New Testament, it say in Jobs, verse 8, chapter 8, verse 5, ye who have little faith, do not cometh and become anything.
Y'all should have no faith.
No, we're gonna be all right.
No, you're not.
I guarantee
no, you're not.
A quarterback will be in that.
I tried to tell you this when we got the diagnosis with Joe Burrow. You said Brownie's gonna be okay. I say no, you're not, because he's not good. But you didn't want to listen to me. O'Shea don't know what he's talking about, and you got the chat to side with you. So now I get to sit here for the entire night. My team lost the country.
You feel good about that? But hold on, your team lost last night, and y'all had every starter. You had your quarterback. I didn't have my quarterback. At least I didn't have my quarterback, so I don't feel that bad about losing. We behind
What
the
is
eight
man
ball
talking about
anyway.
something that happened 24 hours ago? I said the same thing that happened to the Ravens will befall your team tonight. I tried to tell you that. I said, Ocho, don't rub it in. I don't want to hear, do me a favor. I don't want to hear you say foot. I said, Ocho, don't do that now. Because you know you got to, hey, don't worry about me. We got this.
But
Now
listen,
look at you. You talking about yesterday.
your
I'm talking
team
about today.
hold on. Your team was at full strength. My team is handicapped. We don't have a quarterback. So listen, the fact that you're even happy about this win, that lets me know you was nervous in the first place. Because if it was me, I'd be like, you know what? Y'all ain't here quarterback. I'm gonna give you some grace. I'm gonna give you
I ain't
some
going to give
grace.
you no grace.
Y'all win that full
Grace,
strength.
Grace is a young lady's name. Grace is mentioned in the Bible. And you ain't nothing said that about Shannon. I ain't in there. I'm gonna put it on you.
Yeah, it's
So
all
with that
good.
being said, Ocho, you like how you like my chat? Y'all like my digs? Y'all like my robe? Look at my robe. I got a robe.
Hey, Chad, how y'all like y'all like my old school jersey? My the Leaping Tiger, old
Hey,
school.
look at it. Hey, you know I'm Bronco
Hey,
now.
this is the best receiver in the game right here. This is the
I
best receiver
couldn't
in the
tell.
game.
I
Huh?
couldn't tell.
Best receiver in the game.
Opie Taylor glued him down.
Glued down. Oh, talk about Uno?
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. You know, if the
Five
quarterback can't,
catches. Ocho, he had 5 catches for 23 yards. That's not even 5 yards a catch. J.K. Dobbins averaged 5 yards a rush.
hey,
As a matter of fact, he averaged 6 yards a carry. 6.4.
hey, there's no way you happy. There's no way you happy about this win. And anybody in the chat, if you're a Broncos fan, you happy about this win too? You know,
Happy,
that's a
elated,
shame.
ecstatic.
That's a shame on y'all. That's
Yeah,
a
we
shame.
can't cheer loud enough.
I mean, why would you be happy about a team that's beat up with no quarterback?
Whoa,
That don't
whoa,
make
whoa,
no
whoa, whoa, whoa,
sense.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
That
whoa,
don't make no sense. That's like me going to play against high school kids and I bomb everybody. I mean, hello.
Maybe when you was in the league, you ain't bombing nobody. Sit down. And what you should have did, they should have just forfeited the game. Say they had, you know what, say they had engine trouble, the plane, and not even come. Why y'all come this far west to put on that type of performance? You know they're gonna flex y'all. Y'all was supposed to have a lot of Monday night games. They're gonna flex y'all. Sunday night games, y'all getting flexed.
Nah, they gonna keep him because
No, they're not.
hey, I'm telling you right now, a new quarterback is gonna be in there because we have to be. Listen, it's one thing to have Joe Burrow go down. Okay, boom, you have to have your backup quarterback. For the offense not to be run, not to be able to be run in any type of efficient manner, they have holding call after holding call, not be able to get the ball to two of the better receiving duos in the league. I mean, like, come on, man.
Ocho,
Come on,
your
man. Like,
defense
come
is
on, man.
bad. Y'all had holding calls. That offensive line hasn't been good since Joe Burrow's been there. A lot of the reason Joe Burrow is hurt is because of that offensive line. So I'm trying to figure out the quarterback that y'all can bring in that's going to be functional and can be operational behind one of the worst offensive lines in football. I don't care the receivers you have. As a matter of fact, bring Jerry Rice back in his prime. Bring Randy Moss in his prime. With that offensive line and that quarterback, they're going to look like just like what those guys
Hold
look
on.
tonight.
You know that's the same offensive line that Joe Burrow had when Jamar Chase had the Triple Crown last year, right?
And tell me the playoff. How many playoff games did y'all win?
We not talking about playoff games. We talking about bringing the quarterback in that can be efficient, so we can at least compete in these games.
So in other words, you want to compete as long as you lose. You don't mind losing as long as you're competing.
We got to compete. You call that
Y'all
competing
competing
tonight?
tonight.
Hold on, you call that competing?
Yep, that's the best y'all can do.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on. Hold on.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, come. Yeah. They talk about my Bengals. Talk about my Bengals. We gonna be all right.
Chad, y'all want to see something? You see a little couple of photos of your favorite up back in the day.
Yeah. Let's talk. Hey. Let's talk about my Dolphins though. Let's talk about my Dolphins.
Ocho, we talking about this game. We're gonna talk about the Dolphins in a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. This man claiming a team. He don't want to claim the Patriots. He don't want to. Now he want to move on.
Well, we know what happened. Let's talk about my Dolphins though.
Hold on, Ocho. Let's wrap up this game. Hey.
We wrapped it up already. Y'all won. Let's talk about them Dolphins.
Oh, Ocho, these the gloves. I don't know if you can see this, but these the gloves that I wore when I broke the tight end touchdown record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it right here. Hey, Chad, look at it.
Why them look like Newmans? Them Newmans? And them Nikes? Oh, that's Reebok.
Right now, they didn't have a deal with Nike at the time, so Nike wasn't the official glove, so they had NFL equipment on them.
Okay.
But it don't matter what it was.
Yeah.
I could have had some construction gloves on. I can grab it.
Okay. Yeah.
But the Broncos dominate the Cincinnati Bengals by the score of 28-3. The game really wasn't that close, Chad. I know if you guys watched this game, I know you was very disappointed in the performance the Bengals put on display. That's 2 weeks in a row. They've been some butt, cheeks, booty, any of the other thing that you want to say. Weak sauce, you know what I'm saying? In the words of my good friend Cam Ward, they were But the Broncos moved to 2-2, and the Bengals are now 2-2, about to be 2-3 when the Lions put belt to you know what next week.
I'm gonna be at that game.
It don't matter.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be at that game. I'm gonna get a team a pep talk. I'm gonna be at that game and I'm gonna get a team a pep talk. I'm not sure.
Give them some Pepto-Bismol.
Listen, I'm not sure if Browning would be the quarterback next week. I'm just saying for us to be able to compete, just compete, be able to run the offense, put together a string of drives, just something positive. There's nothing to build off. If there's anything, there's nothing good to take away from this game.
Ocho, you like my robe?
What?
I can get you one.
Who?
I can get you a robe.
Nah, that's ugly. I don't like that.
Y'all orange. You do realize the Bengals are orange also, right?
Yeah, but not that orange.
I tell you what, y'all love is not either winning. Not winning.
Hey, it's all good.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you like Russell Wilson? Should they trade for Russell?
Yeah, Russell or Jameis, either one. Russell or Jameis. The way Jameis sling that thing and don't care, Jameis Winston, he down there somewhere, just let it go.
Ooh, Ocho, hold on, let me see. Let me look at these stats. Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my goodness.
What
This
happened?
is horrible. Y'all was 2 of 11 on third down. Y'all ran 43 plays.
See what I mean?
43. Y'all had less than 160 yards of total offense. Y'all had 10 total drives. 10.
Hey.
10.
Now you see what I mean? You practice, you get to work at 9 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. You leave work after practice, go through meetings, watch film, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday, you got walkthrough. Saturday, you get on the plane, fly way to Mile High, and you put up 160 yards of offense after working all week long.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. I'll make sure you heard you straight. You say y'all practice?
Wednesday.
Oh.
We get to the stadium 9 o'clock in the morning.
Y'all did that in practice? I think y'all could have did that without practicing.
You see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's why that one change needs to be made. One change can do wonders.
Move the Bengals out of Cincinnati.
Nah, we good. We good. Talk about them Dolphins though.
We finna go to the Dolphins. That's
Yeah.
not your team though.
I mean, we've been on one game for the past 30 minutes.
Whoa. You can't say foot or ball, and I told you, you cannot say game.
All right,
Pigskin.
Let's talk about the other pigskin game.
Okay. I told you can't say game.
Oh.
The Miami Dolphins win, but they lost. In winning 27-21 over the New York Jets, they lost Tyreek Hill to what looks like a potential season-ending injury. But they did win the game by the score of 27-21. They get off the snide. Now they're 1-3.
Yeah.
Tua, 17 of 25, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns to Darren Waller.
Yeah.
Devon Achane had 20 carries, 99 yards. He had a rush touchdown. Justin Fields played well, but he turned the ball over. 20 of 27, 226 yards, 1 touchdown. They ran the ball all for almost 200 yards, but they were undone by 3 very costly fumbles, and that was the difference in the ball game. They're getting ready to go in for a touchdown, and the DB makes a great punch out, and boom.
That was Micah. Micah did that.
Yes. Ocho, we'll get back to this game. Tyreek.
Yeah.
He landed and his leg bent awkwardly after being tackled by Malachi Moore along the sideline. He was carted off with an air cast and waved to the crowd. I mean, I don't really know what to make of his emotion. Maybe he was not wanted. I've never seen anybody seem to be happy that they were injured. I don't want to read too much into it, but I think for me, Ocho, I don't think you've ever seen that type of reaction going off the field. But let's send hopefully everything, because it's being reported, Ocho, he went to the hospital.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything. I haven't gotten the reports. I don't know if you know anything. You're down there. If you've heard anything, but it didn't look good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, as far as his reaction goes, that's one of those, God damn, if it's not one thing or another. And of course, because the cameras, because everyone can see you, you have to put on that face, that smile, obviously, because I mean, like, God damn, because the first thing he says when he got on the cart, you could see his expression. He was like, God damn. And he got that smile on his face, like, you know, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. You know, I'm trying to get my season turned around. And then here we go with this bull drive happened to me. I mean, it's unfortunate. And I wish my dog well. I'm hoping it's not serious, being that they had to cart him off and they had to put an air cast. It's serious.
Yeah, they don't air cast for no reason.
Matter of fact,
go ahead, Ocho, finish up.
I'm finna text him.
The Jets had 23 first down. The Dolphins had 19. Third down efficiency, the Jets was 4 of 9. Dolphins was 4 of 12. The Jets had 400 yards of offense. Dolphins had 300 yards of offense. The Jets had 13 penalties for 101 yards, and they had 3 turnovers. That's how they lost the game.
Yeah, the turnover. I think, you know who else I think hurt they need to?
Who that? Oh, the Jets running back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran the darkness. He ran right into the back of his own guy, and then the guy came and yeah.
I hate when players do that, huh? Because listen, I'm not even gonna mention what we talked about last night when I talked about playing on grass.
Mm-hmm.
And as you see, there were some injuries today on grass, but that's neither here nor there. But God damn, man. All right, I text Tyreek. I'm waiting on him to text back.
Yeah, it's the Jets are gonna have to be up. The Jets gonna need to get out of their way, chat. They keep beating themselves. They fumble the ball. They had a great situation, and then they fumble the ball, and they gave who they played Pittsburgh. They had Pittsburgh on the rope, and they fumble the ball, and Pittsburgh gets momentum. Right. They're going in for a touchdown to take the lead. They punch that out. Justin Fields fumble. They lose that. The other guy fumble. They lose that. bad teams find ways to lose, good teams find ways to win.
Yeah.
This is right now, they need to get out of their own way. Justin Fields played, he threw the ball really well, had a heck of a run. How he got out of there and turned that into a 43-yard touchdown, I don't know. But only a handful of guys have ever been in the league that's been able to do that. And he just so happens to be one of them. They ran the ball 28 rushes, 197 yards. Justin Fields, 20 of 27, 226 yards, but 3 turnovers and 10-plus penalties. That's how you lose the ball game. That's how they lost the game. That you got to be better than that, Ocho. I mean, I really don't know what to say. I feel bad for AG. But guys got to take care of the football. You got to find a way. You got to win a game to get your confidence back. Because right now we're close. And I'm saying, hey guys, we're right there. We're close, and they are.
Very.
But the problem that you're having is that you're not good enough to overcome the mistakes that you're making. You're not good enough to overcome the penalties that you're creating. So when you turn the ball over and you have mistakes as far as pre-snap and post-snap penalties, they're not good enough to overcome that. As a matter of fact, there isn't a team good enough to overcome the mistakes that the Jets had tonight and the penalties. There's no team constructed that's good enough to overcome that.
Yeah, you pay double for them goddamn turnovers now. Hey, Unc, I got a question.
Yeah.
And everybody in the chat that was laughing while y'all was he-and and ha because my Bengals lost minus Joe Burrow. And yes, we couldn't move the ball. We weren't efficient. Offensive line looked like they were inept. But all you Bronco fans in the chat, who y'all play next week? Who y'all play? Huh?
The Eagles.
The who?
We talk about this week. We get 24 hours to celebrate. Who y'all play next week?
We play the Lions. I'm gonna be at the game.
That y'all are winning?
I tell you what, y'all ain't winning either. I bet that. So we both gonna be on the show, and neither one of us gonna be able to say foot or ball.
You ain't gonna bet nothing.
Who won't bet?
You.
Oh, what you want to do? Throw it on the floor. I'll pick it up.
Nope.
Bet some.
Man, our Broncos look good tonight.
Oh, okay, here you go. You think they look good because you're playing against a depleted Bengals team?
I'm playing against a Bengals team.
No, you're playing against a depleted, injury-stricken Bengals team. How about you judge your Broncos off how they look against a team like the Eagles? Do that. Hey. That's what you judge them. Judge them off the next week's game. Judge them off the next week's game. We'll see.
What's the hostility for?
Make sure you keep the same energy. Make sure you keep the same energy.
I'm your partner.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know what you're just saying. I mean, you're hostile.
I'm not hostile. I'm just saying my voice is a little raspy. My voice is a little raspy, but I'm just saying. Y'all all excited. Oh, we beat the Bengals 28-3, and I mean that ain't nothing to be proud of. That ain't
a lot
nothing
to be proud of.
All about. It's not.
Mean, Ocho, y'all only scored 13 points in the last 2 games. Y'all scored 13 points more than me, Ash, and Jordan.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
I sure hope it's gonna get better for y'all. Tyreek has 11,363 receiving yards since entering the NFL in 2017. That's the most in the league over that time frame. Yeah. He also has 819 catches, 4th most in the league since 2017, behind Devontae Adams, 886, Travis Kelce, 880, and Stephon Diggs, 824. His 83 touchdown catches are the 3rd most in the NFL over that time frame. Devontae has 102. Mike Evans has 91. Here's the thing, Ocho.
Yeah.
You can't trade him now. You're stuck with him. He on your team for the rest of the season. And he's not gonna. There's a great chance. We don't know, but I'm just saying, if you were thinking about trading, you can't. Second of all, he's on your team, and he's probably not going to be able to be any benefit to you because that looked really, really serious, and it doesn't look like he's going to play anymore this year. So now, all that being said, there's a greater chance this offseason. I mean, everything's going to have to check out. Ocho, you know how that is. Because now the value is not what it once was. He's over 30, and he's coming off a significant injury. There is value there, but not the value that he had before he suffered this injury.
Right.
So now, what are the Dolphins going to do?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. To me, it's all based on rehab, treatment, and seeing how you feel when you get back. We've seen a few players come back from injuries. We don't know what the injury is yet, to date. But knowing Tyreek, knowing the way he works behind closed doors that most people don't get a chance to see, that he works his ass off. So he's gonna work his tail off to be able to get back out there and get back to full tilt.
Yeah.
As far as speed goes, you ain't losing no speed.
Yeah, he got that to play with.
That ain't going nowhere. So I'm just hoping, you get your range of motion back, get your flexibility back, get those tendons and whatever. I still don't know what happened, but just get all that stuff around the area that is, or get everything around that area strengthened and come back stronger next year. I'm not sure. The cap hit is huge. I'm not sure it would be with the Dolphins, but wherever it is, you're gonna handle your business.
Ocho, A.J. Brown's cryptic tweet, head coach Nick Sirianni responded today to his star receiver. Obviously, A.J. is very important to this football team. I know he wants to contribute. I know he wants to contribute and do things he's capable of doing. He wants to contribute into these wins, and he's had a couple of games where he hasn't been able to be for a different reason. But I question nothing about his desire to play great football, his desire to be a great teammate, his desire to be here. Ocho, what do you on what he had to say?
I mean, I like it. It's cool. I mean, a coach going in front of the cameras, going in front of the media, and saying the things he has to say. He has to say those things. Now, the conversation I think he probably had with AJ might be completely different. Because that's the way a coach and a player talk to each other. I'm sure he knows the frustration. AJ Brown has said this countless times over and over and over again. He said it last year. He said it in the media. I think it was last week or maybe week before last, before he had the game he had last week. It's constantly the same thing. And I think a lot of people are saying, oh, he's a diva. Oh, he's selfish. No, he's not. He wants to win. When it comes to winning, obviously you want to be a part of that. It's like doing a school project, huh? It's like doing a group project in school and everybody else do the work and you sit on the back end and everybody get an award and then you like, well, hell, I ain't even get the help. I feel like I ain't doing nothing. He just wants to be a part and contribute to the wins that they're having. Being able to contribute to the
He contributed. He blocked and doing a great job. That's a part of it, Ocho. I mean, sometimes, look, I understand. Look, we all when we say we want to, we want to contribute. Receivers want to win. I'm not questioning whether or not a receiver wants to win, but they really like to win their way. That means 10 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown at least. That's what they figure contributing. Blocking is not a necessary. Blocking is not really a part where they feel they're contributing. They measure their worth in catches and yards and touchdowns, and I get it.
I'm glad you said that. They measure their worth. How do you measure the value when it's time to get paid of a good receiver? By his what?
All that comes into play. Yes, catching, touchdowns, but blocking is also a part of that.
I ain't never seen a great blocking receiver get $30 million. Never.
They wasn't back there back then. But Jerry Rice blocked.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just saying, Ocho, we got to stop this. Now, look, I understand and we like these guys. Let's call it what it is. A.J. Brown is upset that he's not. He sees Puka Nacua. He sees all these other receivers putting up numbers.
Yeah.
Yes. So winning is not the most important thing. His stats are.
Of course they are, because that's how they judge us. That's how they value. What's the first thing when you talk about numbers? That's the first thing we always talk about. When we talk about,
let me ask you a question.
We talk about top five. What's the first thing we do? We bring up the numbers.
Let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
Did you ever hear Hines Ward complain?
He didn't have to. They got him the ball. But go ahead. Next.
He blocked. People thought they changed the rule. They got a rule in for Hines Ward. And Quan Bowden, guys blocked. Ocho, I get it. Because, so this notion that he cares more about winning, he doesn't. He cares about his stats.
So, Unc, you didn't care about your stats? Is that what you're doing?
How do you go public and complain about catches when you're winning? If you losing, he has a valid argument. Because if you give me the ball, we would not be in this situation. You're winning. You're winning, Ocho.
Okay. All right. You're right. All right. You winning.
You're winning.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question. I give you a prime example.
Come on,
let's just say for the sake of argument, Jalen Hurts winning. He said, man, but damn, I'm throwing for 112 yards. But he see all these other guys throwing for 300, 400 yards. And he said, man, I need to throw the ball more. What would you say then?
Wait.
They measure quarterback by his numbers. So if Jalen Hurts throwing for 112, 130, they winning, and he says, man, I want to throw the ball. I mean, I wish I could throw the ball like Mahomes. I wish I could throw the ball like Josh Allen. I wish I could put the ball in the air like some of these other quarterbacks. What would you say then?
Stats is everything.
I just, Ocho, all I'm asking you.
No. I love how you switch things up. Stats is everything, and you know that. There's a reason why he's fussing. You know that. Because you know
I know why. I know why.
When it comes to this dirty business.
You're right.
You know that. There's a reason why every receiver, every number one acts a fool when it comes to their numbers and getting catches. Because they base our value on production. You know that.
Let me ask you a question. Let's just say for the sake of argument, let's just say he had Puka Nakua's numbers, but they were 1 and 3.
That's a hypothetical. That's a hypothetical. It makes no sense.
You see what you see? I got it, Chad.
Hold on. Let me finish. When you go to the table,
he already got paid.
Let me finish.
Okay.
He got paid already, right?
Yes.
So you know what they're gonna tell him? Well, AJ, you know what? Your production doesn't match the salary you're making. Okay. So we don't need you to take a pay cut, because when it comes to making $30 million a year, they don't measure it by wins and losses. It's based on the goddamn numbers and your production, not no damn blocking. Oh, you block really well. We gonna pay you 30.
Let me ask you this:
No.
Are the Eagles the only team that pay receivers? So you don't think he could go anywhere else? So if his numbers are not good there, what are other teams looking at him? They say AJ still.
I don't know. After that, you going. We talk about one scenario.
But I'm saying you're trying to say the important to him is his stats. I thought winning. When he came there, he said he wanted to be a part of a winning team.
He already won. He won already. Give me some goddamn numbers. He had to go through this shit last year.
And guess what? He got paid.
How do we not see this?
He got paid. I can see if he was on that first contract, he got paid.
Oh, so I got paid. Hold on. I got paid. So you know what? I'm good. One catch for 7 yards in a 4-quarter game is enough for a 30.
He had 2.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just asking you. Is that okay by your standards? Is that okay by your Hall of Fame standards?
He could have caught 12 for $150 and lost. Would that be okay by your standards? Is that okay by your? I'm just asking you.
You know what? It's okay. Listen.
No. I feel let you go like this. So if he catches 12 for $150 and they lose, that's okay.
Hey, let me say something. He didn't catch 12 for $150 and they lost. He caught 2 for $7 and they won.
So what's he complaining about? I thought the most important thing was winning.
Oh, okay, you're right. You know what? You're right. It is. You're right.
So I'm asking, is it the win or his numbers?
I mean, you would like to be able to contribute. You would like to.
I'm just asking, is it winning or the numbers?
The numbers and winning.
No. He's winning. Yeah. He's winning. He's winning, Ocho.
All right.
I remember,
okay.
I remember the time.
It's so funny. Anytime we talk about receivers, Quarterbacks, the first thing we bring up is numbers. The only thing we bring up is number. Now all of a sudden, catching two passes for 7 yards is okay because you win it.
No, we don't bring up. Hold on.
All right.
We mentioned Jalen Hurts. We don't mention no numbers. We mention winners. Everybody says he should be a top quarterback.
No. When we talk about winners, we talk about individuals. And the only way we talk about those winners and individuals is by mentioning their numbers and why they're winning.
Okay, which in Jalen Hurts numbers? People say Jalen Hurts should be thought of as a top 5 quarterback because he's a winner. He doesn't have top 5 quarterback numbers, but he wins. So now I'm trying to figure out, is it winning or is it numbers? I'm just curious, Ocho.
Hey, boy, you forgot, boy. Hey, boy, you forgot.
Ocho, man, you look. I was the #1 guy for a while in Denver, and yeah, I like to catch. But at the end of the day, if I said I wanted to win, and I've caught most of the time when I had big games, I can honestly say most of the times when I had big games, we won. But there are times that I didn't have a great game as far as stats wise, and we won. How am I going to go public and complain when we're winning? How?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I understand his frustration. I do because you get out there and you practice all week long, and they tell you they're gonna get you the ball, and then come game time, it don't happen. I get it. I've been there.
Hey,
but it's hard. It's just hard when you're winning to convince people and convince the media that winning is the most important thing, because it sounds like your numbers are the most important thing. I'm just saying how it comes off.
Hey, I got a question.
Go ahead.
When it comes time for players to get paid, what do they base it off of? You're what?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Whether he's gotten paid or not, when it's time for a player to get paid, what do they base it off when you go to the table? What do they bring up? Your what?
Your stats.
All right, case closed. Let me get something to drink.
They bring up your stats, but what about winning? Tell me the guy that got paid at top receiver money and they not winning. What receiver making top money? Tell me the receivers that's making top money that didn't make playoffs. Has Jetta ever made the playoffs? Has CD ever made the playoffs?
Hey,
Has Chase? I'm just asking, Ocho. You keep saying stats.
Hey, that don't make no sense. They not getting paid because they made the playoffs. Don't do that. If they didn't make the playoffs, they would get paid anyway.
So you naming
the 3 best receivers in the league.
So let me get this straight. So you'd rather have stats than lose than have lesser stats
Why
than win.
Why are you trying to talk about losing and winning? We talk about
because they're winning and he doesn't have the stats. He could have stats and lose like he was losing in Tennessee.
You talk about 2 totally different things.
No, I'm not.
I said, what do they base it off of when it's time to get paid?
I'm just asking you a simple question.
Numbers in production. That's what they do.
Ocho, I'm just asking.
So you're playing hypotheticals that had nothing to do with anything.
I'm just asking you a question. So how many times, I give you a prime example. Here's a guy that put up stats and they didn't win and he didn't come. Megatron. Yeah. How many times do you hear Megatron complain about the ball?
Who else were they going to throw it to?
See, there you go. You see how now you changed it.
Who else were they going to throw it to? They didn't have a choice. Stafford didn't have a choice but to throw it to him.
You see? You see how you flip it up?
What are we talking about?
Ocho, he didn't win. He had crazy stats. Crazy stats. 1,964 yards in a 16-game season. For what? Ask him why did he leave early. Ask Barry Sanders why did he retire early. All those rush yards, all those receiving yards. He said, man, I just got tired of losing.
Yeah? You think that's what it was? Because I
I'm just going by if it's a lie. If it's a lie, they told it.
I can tell you why Calvin wanted to go. I can tell you that. It ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn losing.
Okay. Well, if it's a lie, he told it.
Oh, hey, that was a great conversation.
Hey, I hope you don't think he gonna go out there and turn it out against old Satan. PS square. Hey, you are PS square.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Hey, chat, stay with me real quick. Hey,
What?
I wouldn't be surprised. Is obviously the player's upset.
Yes. They're gonna try to get in the rock. Inside
that building, the first thing they're gonna want to do, and I guarantee you, and I bet the house on it, the first play is going to him. I don't know what it's gonna be. It could be something quick.
I'm doubling him.
It's going straight to him.
I'm doubling him. You know what you're supposed to do? A guy like that, you double him, you take him away early, because then he goes like, man, here we go, this same job again.
You playing the Philadelphia Eagles, double who? You better drop 9 in the box and stop playing. You better drop 9 in the box.
We good. Hey, what we'll do, we'll take P square. We take P square.
You put him home.
Whoever, he ain't catching nothing.
Man, listen. Hey, Pat Surtain get up there playing with 11-11 if he want to. He get up there playing with 11 if he want to. He get bench press out the way.
Don't do that. Hey, them hands. Hey, karate expert.
And listen. Hey, P2 got lucky tonight. PS2 got lucky tonight.
For what?
He didn't have a quarterback. He lucky.
You had a quarterback last year.
And we beat y'all, didn't we?
Y'all, but what did Chase do?
We beat y'all, didn't we?
We beat y'all, didn't we? Chad, did you hear what he just said?
We beat y'all, didn't we?
Now, Chad, did you hear what he just said?
Did we not beat y'all?
Chad, did you hear what he just said? Now it's about winning. It's not about stats.
Whoa. You talking about stats? You talking about the Triple Crown winner? You talking about, hold on. You talking about the Triple Crown winner? Huh?
You just told me, Chad. What did he just tell me?
Hold on. That we were talking about a specific situation.
Yes. Okay. I say PS Square shut him down. You said we won the game.
Shut him down. Don't nobody, stop.
Go back and look at Chase numbers in that game. When Satan didn't give up 200 yards last year.
Look up Higgins numbers in that game.
Not when he went against Moss.
Who won the game?
Y'all won. But I thought you said when it doesn't matter, it's about stats.
I thought you said the point was the win. So we won. Stats shouldn't matter, right? Ain't that what you said?
Chad, this man just talked.
Make up your mind.
Hey, you know what y'all do? Hey, you know what? Come up out of this. I'm getting hot now. Uh-huh.
Hey, what? I got my AC off. I'm hot.
Man, I got my AC on and it's still hot. I'm gonna have to have me another robe made. Got so tight in my shoulders I could barely turn around. Damn. Ocho.
What's up?
You want one of these t-shirts? I get you a Bronco t-shirt.
I'm good,
See,
I'm good.
we should have bet. The loser would have had to wear the other team's gear.
Oh no, I can't do that. Huh? That's disrespectful. Hey, that's disrespectful for all the years and hard work and the blood, sweat, and tears and going to war with my teammates, even put on another team jersey like that. No, I can't do that.
Man, whatever. Despite the Raiders losing to the Bears 25-24, Ashton Jeanty had his best game after bringing back his iconic Mike Myers stance. It seems his head coach Pete Carroll loved it. Since high school, Jeanty has stood straight up with his hands by his side in the backfield before the snap. However, during the Raiders offseason, the coaching staff demanded Jeanty switch to a traditional running back stance, Chip Kelly being the main advocate for Jeanty to change. bent knee game. During his first 3 games, Jeanty struggled to get going. He averaged 3.1 yards a carry on 47 carries. Since changing back to that stance yesterday, he recorded 155 total yards, 138 of those on the ground, 3 touchdowns, 2 receiving, 1 rushing. After the game, Jeanty said, "That's how I naturally feel good standing in the backfield. So that's how I'm going to play." Ocho, we've heard a lot of players that's played under Chip Kelly in the NFL, like, hey, it's like his way. I'm trying to figure out what does that stance have to do with your coaching style? It's all about control with him. It's all about control with him.
Yeah.
That man's been standing like there. It's kind of like a quarterback, Ocho, that's taken, and Johnny talked about it, say he only took about 6 snaps his whole career prior to getting to the NFL under center. This man has been playing like this. You took him as a top 10 pick in the draft, and now you get him, and now you want to change everything about him. Why?
I mean, the whole point of you drafting as high is based on everything he does, not the production, but why change what makes him comfortable? That's like you drafting a receiver very high and trying to change him on how he stands, how he runs routes. Like, what are we doing? Coach him. That's it. Let him do what he does. He's not giving you any indication in which way he's going by standing straight up.
None.
That's what he like. That's his style.
And plus, Ocho, the man, Ocho, you put him in a conventional stand, how the hell he gonna see? You might as well put him in a down stance. He already 5'6". Hell, you put him in now he 5'2".
Yeah.
Let the man stand up so he can just scan the field. And I think he wears a shield, so it's not like you can see his eyes and see where he's going.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all about control with him, man. That stance wasn't bothering anybody.
Nobody at all. Just to have your imprint on something.
Oh, the coach, and like I said, Pete Carroll should have said, "Hey, Pete should have went to Chip and said, nah, Chip, we're gonna leave that stance just like it is."
Yeah. I'm glad he went back to doing what he liked. And it's funny, as soon as he goes back to doing what he liked, he has a game like he did, even though they did lose.
Right. But that's the look. If that's what's gonna make him comfortable, Ocho, running out of that stance, most of the time, hey, coaches are very superstitious. If you need a special meal, if you need something, they make sure you have that.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to make sure you have that. That stance, he rushed for over 2,000 yards, 2,500, 2,600 yards last year, and now all of a sudden he get there. How does that impact your play calling? Because he's standing up like that. Does it force you to call plays differently than you would if he's in a conventional stance? No. Mm-hmm. It's okay not to have. See, I don't fault him.
Right.
I fault Pete Carroll for allowing it. Because at the end of the day, he's the offensive coordinator. Pete Carroll is the head coach. And I've seen head coaches override offense and defensive coordinators when they did. No, let him do that. Because at the end of the day, I want you to play your absolute best. If standing up in that stance, it's like, Ocho, like you said, a receiver. Some coaches, if you're on one side, whatever side you're on, okay, I want your right. If you're on the right side, I want your right leg back. If you're on the left side, I want your left leg back. Man, leave me the F alone.
Yeah. It's so funny, is I used to play with my stance, and I really love the fact that at times I was given the freedom to change things, because they watch film.
Yes.
When that skinny, it's always the same place. If the ball's in the middle, you inside edge of the numbers. If the ball's on the left edge, you outside edge of the numbers. So I used to play with my splits a lot.
Well, you had to, yes.
So I would play with my splits a lot, so people wouldn't know what I was doing, because it's always on film. So I would just add stuff into the offense, but I would always end up in the same place at the right time. I got to be there. Right,
and that's what it comes down to. Hey, sometimes you got to run a slant.
Yeah.
You got to switch it up. You got to. You can't. Hey, man, he tight.
Yeah.
Well, hell, they gonna know. Sometimes you got to. Hey, man, I'm gonna have to bust it, but I can't keep lining up in this tight split and running this shallow, or I can't keep running this tight split and running this speed out, because they're gonna pick up on that. Right. Like you said, they study film. They study your foot placement. They study your alignment. They study. Okay. He normally always have this foot back.
Yeah.
When he have this foot back, here come that bang. So now you put that foot back and you run the out because he gonna be looking to drive the bane. The same thing that we do when we see a linebacker and he switch his stance. Oh, you coming. You ain't finna drop in no coverage. Man, Sharpe, how you know? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you after the game. I ain't finna tell you now so you can change it up. But yeah, let the young man prosper. And if that's what's gonna help him be his absolute best, take off, son. Hey, you want to eat spaghetti for a pregame? Take off.
Yeah.
If you want to, I was a French toast, oatmeal guy. That's what I had, and a banana. That's what my pregame was. Now I ate pasta the night before the game, but some people like pasta and steak before the game. I don't like that, Ocho. That's too heavy.
Right.
That's too heavy. I need to be light. I need that stuff to be out of my system by the time I get to the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Chip Kelly was trying to do too much for that. That was totally unnecessary because now let the guy succeed. Ocho, Malik Nabers tore his ACL on Sunday at MetLife Stadium, ending the season, joining a growing list of players who suffered major ACL and Achilles injuries in that stadium. Nick Bosa in 2020, Solomon Thomas in 2020, Jabril Peppers in 2021, Wan'Dale Robinson in 2022, Sterling Shepard in 2022, Kyle Fuller in 2022, Aaron Rodgers in 23, Malik Nabers in 2025. This morning, NFLPA interim executive director David White met with the Giants and raised concerns with the playing surface per Jonathan Jones. David White pre-planned visit to Giants today, according to the union sources, while he met with Giants players and John Mara and raised the issues surrounding MetLife Stadium's turf history. White also shared the union's best wishes to Mara with his recent cancer diagnosis announcement. More than 90% of the players have expressed a preference for natural grass in surveys and have continued to ask for it in light of stadiums installing grass for FIFA next year. Ocho, now you see Ocho. Yeah, you see what Ocho? What are they putting in all these stadiums that the World Cup is coming to? What are they putting in there, Ocho? Tell the people at home.
Yeah, listen, you know, especially an event of this magnitude, soccer's only played once you cross out the states. Is only played on grass, not just any grass. I'm talking about that beautiful, very Bermuda grass.
That may be looking like Augusta National, huh?
Unbelievable. So I understand the players' gripes, obviously about the turf, about the grass. I mean, they prefer and they much rather be playing on grass. I think for cold weather cities that don't have an enclosure.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Now that would be an issue. So I remember when playing the Steelers, having a messed up field for them.
Oh yeah.
Late November, late December, it was an advantage. It was an advantage to them having a bad field. So I mean, if
plus the thing is, you know, the biggest problem.
What?
NFL games aren't the only thing that's played in that stadium.
You tear your grass up.
You have college games. You have concerts. So when Beyonce comes, or you have motocross, and you have all these other things that's played in there, you need something that can stand up because it's hard to pay for a stadium when you just use it half the year.
Yeah.
So that stadium is getting used year round, especially obviously now, you know, New York, you can't have, I mean, they're probably not having outdoor events, but let's just say for the sake of argument, like Jerry's World. See, Jerry figured it out. Guess what they have there, Ocho?
Everything.
College football playoffs.
Boxing.
He's trying to get the Oklahoma, Texas, the Red River rivalry. He's trying to get that there.
Yeah.
National championship games are being played. They're doing other things. They're having concerts. They're having boxing events. They're having other things. So that's how you make money, by having these venues. And it gets hard. Real grass is hard to care for.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's really hard to care for. I mean, it is literally, I mean, we used to have a real grass in Mile High with some synthetic sewn in. But man, Ross was on it. I'm talking about, as a matter of fact, he used to work at the Broncos facility. They took him, and he especially now, He's in charge of that down there. He don't do the Broncos stuff. Man,
Right.
they cutting that grass every day. They measuring the temperature. How much water? Okay, we gave it to, hey, they cut the sprinklers on Ocho for 10 minutes as opposed to 15. They cut it. We cut it too low. It might burn. Oh, man, there's a science to that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, look, at the end of the day, I think they'll sit down. I think they'll come to some kind of resolution. That's like, okay, what is in the best interest? Because we're hurting the product. Guys are getting injured. You're gonna have to convince. You're gonna have to be able to show them because the NFL gonna have their doctors say, see, there isn't a rise. Ocho, Ocho, if you're trying to save money, I ain't trying to install grass and then have to install it every 3 weeks.
Basically, it's what you're gonna have to do.
Because I think Houston and the Cardinals have that rollout grass. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? They roll them pallets out, and then when it's up, they roll them back up.
Yep.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what comes of this. I don't know what's gonna come of this, but it just goes to show you that there is some concern from the PA standpoint, because these are some big names, Ocho. These ain't just willy-nilly players.
Right.
And we'll see. Like you said, I just believe that the owners like, man, look here. For the World Cup, to put us, in the influx of money that's going to be brought into the community.
Economy? Hey, you understand how big? Well, you
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Why you think everybody in America, everybody and their mama tried to bid on it?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Hell, I think Atlanta got something going on there. The Mercedes-Benz don't.
this is Atlanta, Miami, LA, Mexico,
Kansas City.
Canada, Kansas City. God dog it. Somewhere it's a few more. It's a few more. I'm gonna be at all of them. I'm gonna be at all of them. I'm excited.
Oh, you going?
Remember I worked with Fox.
Yeah.
Up in Qatar. I was out there for a whole month. So I'm doing the same thing again.
No.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
You can't wait for what?
World
So what you
Cup?
think? You think they're gonna switch the turf, or they're gonna leave it as is?
Probably leave it as is because it's too much work. It's too much work on their end, and it's the kind of work that's going to cost more.
They're trying to cut costs.
My point exactly.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this thing plays out because, like I said, look, they're studying it now. I don't know how much they studied because before this field turf, Ocho, you either had natural grass or you had artificial turf. There was no field turf, and then they like this field turf. Okay, this field turf, it's more durable. You don't have to care for it like you do regular grass.
Oh.
It's durable, so you can play multiple events on it. You can have multiple things on it. Concerts, so you could have a concert. You could have a concert on Saturday night, and the thing will be on Friday night, and it'll be ready on Sunday.
You know what I liked about the turf though?
With that,
Like that, it didn't matter if it was raining. It didn't matter if it was cold. It didn't matter if it was hot. It didn't matter if there was snow on the ground. I was still able to run full speed and stop on a dime because it's not giving. It's not going nowhere. And I could feel every step. I like that. Not that I have there's nothing wrong with grass, but I just like the fact that is obviously the shoes I wore, Unc, was like a track spike with no cushion, no sole, no nothing. It was just the shell of a shoe and a shoelace. So just being able to feel, to me, I feel it's much faster playing on that turf.
I like grass, but I like grass, Ocho, but you know what? I didn't slip because I was a heavy planter.
Oh,
and I
okay.
made sure, I always, a lot of times you start slipping when you start. I was like, bro, there's a reason why you only got 4 spikes in the back and you got 7, 8 in the front. So put your damn weight on the front of on the ball of your feet, not on your heels. That's why you slipping. Like, that should be common sense, dumb.
Yeah. Hey, And another reason I like it is I was so unorthodox in some of the stuff I did. I could be running the out route. You know, the out route, your out route is on your 7-step, right? One
Yeah.
7-step with your outside foot.
Mm-hmm.
The out route and take an extra step because I can get the 12 so fast and run an out route off my left foot.
Let me ask you a question. Did y'all 10 roll to 12 or you 12 roll to 14?
I'd always go from, you're supposed to roll from 10 to 12.
Yeah.
I would get to 12 because, you know, I could plant that one foot and just flip right away.
You planting on your inside foot?
No, my right foot. Yeah. Listen, I'm talking about one.
Well, you plan on your right foot if you're on the left side. You plan on your left foot if you're on the right side.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. But I could do it in one motion because if you got a good DB, I'm talking about a really good DB that says, you know what? I'm not moving. I'm not finna sit. I'm gonna read the quarterback the first 3 steps and then get my eyes back on you. And that roll, if you rolling from 10 to 12, he driving. And if the ball ain't perfect, it's going the other way. So I'm not gonna give you no chance. I'm getting to 12. And I'm gonna make sure you getting up out of there.
Are you going right down the middle, or you trying to pick a shoulder?
No, I'm staying right down the middle. I'm staying right down the middle.
Yep.
Because if I weave, a good dude is just gonna weave right with you.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna reset everything. So I don't want to give you no indication. I'm gonna stay in a straight line, get you to open. If you open, boom, I'm snapping off and
right.
You won't play ball.
All right, without me. You got to get him out that back pedal. Cause look, now they'll call it. If you run into the guy now, if he's standing there and don't want to move, you run into him, they're gonna call it now.
Right.
Whereas before they wouldn't call that because he's entitled to that ground also.
Yep, so is.
Well, he's entitled to that spot. And but you know, I'm trying to get him to open up also.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to open. But for the most part, the last thing they want to do, they don't want you to step on their toes.
No.
They don't want you to step on their toes because they know if you step on their toes, it's over for the 9 ball.
It's a wrap.
It's over for the 9 ball. Hey, and the last thing you want to do is, hey, Ocho, you know you got to be. You coming at like you did. I'm like, oh, here comes this 9 ball. Look at it running. Hey, I know. I ain't going deep. I was playing. My bad. I ain't mean to dig that hard to get you to open up, but I had to get you out of that back pedal. I had to make you move because if he doesn't move, Ocho, he gonna drive that.
Driving on you.
He's driving that, and especially it all depends on how tight you are, because he knows if you tight the out, you want some space to run the out, huh? Hey, there's my guy. Here he is, University of Alabama alum, 2005 MVP, 2005 Offensive Player of the Year, 3-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best running backs in the game.
Yeah.
Alabama, he's extremely happy because his Crimson Tide beat the Bulldogs between the hedges. My guy, Shaun Alexander. What up, bro?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, I'm shocked. We had this conversation. We texted back and forth. You say, hey, hit me at halftime of the game. I hit you at halftime of the game. I say, I already know you in the bed. I'll talk to you next week, bro. So talk to me about the game on Saturday. What did you like about Alabama? Because they go to Florida State and they didn't look good. They had some cream puffs, but this was really their first test after that loss against Florida State. What did you like about what you saw from your team?
You know, at the end of the day, there is so much pressure to be great when you go to Alabama that you knew somebody was going to rise, And so I love Ty Simpson. We got our boy Miller, the running back. There's always a great Bama running back there. So he came back this week. And so I just like that they in the trenches was just getting after it. You know what I mean? Like big boys making play. That's Bama tradition. Like you ain't gonna go find a D tackle that ain't angry. You ain't gonna find a defensive end that ain't gonna try to bust you in the mouth. You ain't gonna find some lineman trying to pancake every play. Like you saw the boys put in work, and that gets all the old head running backs hype. You know what I mean? Because you just you love it. And Georgia came, Kirby comes from Bama, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So went to school with Georgia. He saw what that is. And so, he's just trying to produce that we've been doing for 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? So it was awesome.
Yeah.
When you look at today's game, I mean, it's like you won the MVP, TD won the MVP, LaDainian won the MVP. The last running back to win the MVP was Adrian Peterson, and I think that was 2012. So it's been 13 years, and it doesn't look like we're going to have an MVP running back this season. Do you believe, Shaun, we'll ever see another running back win the MVP?
To win one, you got to have all them touchdowns. You know what I mean? So it's got to take touchdowns and the yards and an amazing record. So when both LaDainian and I won it, we had, I had 28. I think LaDainian came the next year with 30,
Mm-hmm.
and we had great record. We was 13-3 and had 1,800 yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
right.
it takes all three of those things for a running back to get it. And almost where you overshadow the quarterback. 'Cause if the quarterback does anything with a 13-3 record, he almost gets the credit. And
Yep.
so that's what it takes nowadays. It takes yards, touchdowns, and a great record.
And that's the thing, Ocho, before you go, is that what you mentioned. Because now with this pass happy league in the 17th game, you're going to have a guy throw for 5,050 touchdowns. So
Right.
even if a running back does have 25 touchdowns, you're like, damn, that quarterback, he did throw for 50 touchdowns, though. And he got 5,000 yards. So it's going to be Saquon would have needed to break Ed's record and then have about 24, 25 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then I think then, Shaun, he would have had a realistic chance of winning the MVP. Other than that, now I think they're going to be content to give the running back Offensive Player of the Year, but give that award to a quarterback. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Ocho.
that's where it looks down.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, I know the NFL now is in the pass happy league. Obviously, we had some great backs during our time when we played, but who are, let's say, one, two, maybe three backs you enjoy watching today that you like to look at and you enjoy their running styles and the way they play?
Of course, Saquon is getting it done, and even his last year was phenomenal. But you could see it happening. Y'all know I'm still Bama through and through. I try not to be biased about it, but Derrick Henry, man, I remember when he was in high school. I came in and I said, and Nick said, hey, go check out this young kid that's coming in. He was in high school, bigger than all of us, fast,
Yeah.
hungry. I said, oh dang,
D. Henry?
Yeah, Derrick Henry, man. And I still love Josh Jacobs, man. I think
Yeah,
like he is just one of those guys that's like gonna always be like, and Josh Jacobs. He gonna always seem like he the fourth, fifth, sixth best back, but
yeah.
Right.
he gets it done, man.
But you know what? Jameer Gibbs, and you got Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan
Jonathan
Taylor,
Taylor.
he runs like an old school eye power back. Hey, you remember, Shaun, when you was in the league, hey, a fullback, Sean dot the I, LT dot the I, Jamal Lewis dot the I, those guys dotted the I. Now they do a lot more offset and things like that. Lamar, Baltimore has gotten back to that because they realize Derrick Henry runs better out of the I than in the offset.
Yeah, downhill. Down.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
Derek coming downhill, it's the wears of the defense. You know what I mean? And then you got all the receivers gonna be wide open. You ain't never gonna see like a two safety, but not with Derrick Henry. And so like
Yeah.
we used to love that. Chad, I was just thinking. When I left Seattle, I almost got to come to Cincinnati to play with you and TJ,
What
and
happened?
um, the Redskins came in, and I ended up going there. But I felt y'all was leaning towards Cedric Benson, but it was gonna be me, you, and
Yes.
TJ.
Said he did come. You should have came with us, bro. We could have got us a nice little ring,
Oh,
man.
for sure, for sure. You already
Shaun,
know. You
you,
already know. And
Shaun and
Mark
NFL,
had that defense popping. I said, "Oh man, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna
they
be
wasn't popping though,
the
Shaun.
top
You
of
did the right
the
thing. Go ahead and take the money, Shaun. You gonna get beat up. You gonna get beat up for nothing. Shaun, you're one of 10 players in NFL history to have 100 rushing touchdowns. 7 are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The 3 that are not, Adrian Peterson, we know he's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Derrick Henry and yourself. With that being said, the others that are retired and have those numbers are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Do you believe, based on your resume, based on what you've done, an MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, multiple-time Pro Bowler, All Pro, 100-plus touchdowns, do you believe your resume warrants you getting a gold jacket?
Oh, I think so. I think so. I try to keep it as humble as possible, but I think that the be able to wear the gold jacket, you got to go in and set your team on fire. Y'all know no one going to Seattle before I got there. Supposed to go out there, eat some shrimp, and then get a win and get out of there. And by the time we left, you had to fight for your life to even win a game in Seattle. I think we went 2 3 years winning every game in Seattle. The 100 touchdowns, the touchdown record, the 1,800 yards, and back-to-back 20 touchdown seasons, all those things, I did. I think it was like 90 something touchdowns in like 6 years, 5 or 6
Yep,
years,
it
so
was.
it was so like gaudy and fast. This is all before, and folks wouldn't even, there was no like national TV. Like folks couldn't watch all the games like they got now.
Hmm.
I would go into stadiums and they announced the start and the tailback Shaun Alexander and people start cheering. And I leaned over to Max Strong, my fullback, said, "Hey, why are they cheering for me?" They said, "There's this thing called fantasy football. No, you don't even play, but
You
you
was the
winning
fantasy
everybody
king.
money." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." And so
You
like
and
that's how it
LT.
was.
So obviously you're up on your of the 128 guys. You're now you made the list, original list. So I don't know if you've made it down to the final. So you made it to the final 25 yet?
I think I made it to the 50 last year.
Okay.
Is that how it is? It goes to 120 to
Yeah,
50 or something like that?
it goes 50, then it goes 25, and then they whittle it down to 10. And now they take a max of 5.
Okay.
They take a max of 5. So I don't know who your presenter is. I don't know who that would be your presenter up in Seattle. I don't really know. So have you gotten any feedback? So what if some of the reporters, have you talked to the guy that cover you, that would be your presenter, that would go up and make the case for you? Have you talked to him? What if some of the reporters, some of the voters, what have they said?
Yeah, Mike Sando was there. He was the young guy when I was there coming in, and so he's the guy that does all the reporting now, and he's always said like, man, I think you're going to get in. He goes, it's just time. Like, I don't know how all the work with the log jams, and I got to play. My big brother was Ricky Waters. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so like Ricky like loved me in. Like, he showed me all the high flashing of him and fit with the Niners and Philly. He got to me. I said, I don't know that guy. That guy, I got a humble big brother that taught me all
Right.
the game. And
Hmm.
so. So you got him, you got Fred Taylor. Those guys are great. They've done their thing, um, but they ain't got 100 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
I mean that's a lot, because like you said, there's only 10 players that have 100 rushing touchdowns. That's a
Mhm.
lot of touchdowns. And your resume says, based on the criteria of the other guys that are in there. Now I don't know, obviously I think Walter is one of those guys.
Yeah.
LT, Emmett, obviously Emmett has
Yep.
165 rushing touchdowns. I think LT has 145. Derrick Henry is way up there. I think Derrick Henry and and
Yeah.
and
So there's
Adrian Peterson.
big boy from Redskins,
Yeah, John Riggins.
and you got yeah. Well, what made me chase after that goal was Barry Sanders. He had 99.
He had 99.
And I was going after, and Barry's always been like an Unc to me. I mean, you Unc, but Barry was always like an Unc to me, and he would come in and hug on me and be like, "Man, go get it." So it was really sweet when I got that. I had like one of them great moments, and being able to talk to him and be like, "Yo, I passed you," and he was like, "That's hey, well done." So when you have Barry Sanders tell you well done, man, it's a sweet moment.
Barry's the only guy that I could honestly say, Barry don't care about no stats. Barry, Barry, it's like, Barry, hey man.
He's good.
Yeah, hey, he give you that smile and nod.
Hmm.
It,
Cold-blooded
let me
though.
ask you this: give me your top 5 Alabama running backs. Now, Bobby Humphrey, Major Ogilvy, before your time, but you
Johnny
got you and
Musso.
you got Henry. Yeah, yeah. So give me your top 5.
Oh man, Wilbur Jackson,
Okay.
he 5. Gosh, these new boys, they were amazing, man. So I got Bobby Humphrey.
Okay, B Hump. I played with Hump
Uh-huh.
in Denver.
That's 4. And so then I'm gonna go with, I mean, Bama's first Heisman is Mark Ingram.
Yep.
So he 3.
That's a good
And
one.
then gosh, I think I think Derrick Henry's number 1. So who would go behind him?
Had
I'm gonna
two.
go with yeah, I want to lean with Josh, but Damien Harris was solid. They had a
Yeah. Remember
Trent
Trent
Richardson
Richardson?
was solid. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
They had some killers when Nick won them first ones, man. They was
Yeah.
Eddie Lacy, all them boys was just phenomenal college running backs. You
And
know what I
Alvin
mean?
Kamara transferred out.
Showed it because he couldn't get on the field. Think
T.
about
Penny,
that.
rest his soul. Boy, they were loaded. They had TJ Yeldon.
Yep. And it's
Bad
training
day.
against LSU.
Yeah, bad day. They were y'all was loaded at tailback.
Oh yeah.
Hmm Tailback
So
you, man. Everybody was coming through.
I knew this because we had a conversation at the autograph signing in Virginia
Yeah.
2 years ago. And I was we met each other. Say, hey man, what's going on? I say, how the family doing? And I say, hey bro, I know how the family. I know you got 4 or 5 kids. That's last I heard. You looked at me like, Sean, I got 12. I said, hold on. I said, hold on, bro. I said, Sean, for real? And at first I was like, he said from all the same. We've been married. I think you say high school sweethearts or something. You told what was
No,
college?
We met my first day in Seattle.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
My first day in Seattle. I go,
2001.
yeah, 2000. I got there. I got
Yeah,
drafted in the 2000
you got
draft.
that 2000. You and Jamal was in that same draft class.
That's
Thomas
right.
Jones.
That's right.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so me and Jamal was there, and they remember, and everybody thought I was gonna go to New York because they picked Ron Dane to go to
Dang.
New York.
Yes.
I said I was gonna take the Ravens to the Super Bowl. I was gonna take the Giants Super Bowl year 1. I knew they had
Yeah.
that defense, you know.
Yes.
And they picked Jamal and Ron Dane, and they both went to Super Bowl and played against each other. Man, I was hot. So,
So
but I met my wife Valerie. That I got there, came in town. Kendrick Burton was a DN at Bama,
okay.
and then went to Titans and got traded to the Seahawks. I get there, he throws a barbecue and he brings his girlfriend over. It's like, man, I need you to meet my girl. I didn't do it, Ocho. I didn't do it. Don't think it wasn't her. But she said, you need to meet my roommate. We've been together ever since.
Damn. So do you come from a big family?
Yeah, yeah. My dad and I, we close, but he'd be like, Sean, I'm so proud. You didn't do it like your dad did, you know. You know what I'm saying? Them natty boys, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
my family is big. There's 9 of us, so it's 5 boys and 4 girls.
Mhm.
A couple different baby mamas, but now we now pregnant with number 14. Just my wife and I.
Did you always want a big family, or just like it kind of just happened?
I wanted like 5 or 6. You know what I
But,
mean?
but you've been long past 5 or 6, Sean.
Hey, you know what I mean? Ocho, don't be smiling now. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. I like it. I have 8.
Yeah.
I have 8, and I want 2 more. I'm trying to go for twins. So listen, I'm enjoying the conversation. I like it. I didn't do things the traditional way in which you did, but
Yeah.
the way you did do it, I make it work.
Hey,
I make it
hey,
work.
everybody's got to win. Everybody's got to win at the end. And so, like, I found the right woman that wanted to have kids,
Mm.
that wanted to be faithful, that we was gonna just ride or die. You know what I mean? And so, and y'all know marriage is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I ain't
Well,
saying
it
it
got
like
harder
it
with
ain't
14.
easy. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we was like, man, like let's see how. And so it was actually her idea that said, like, yeah, well, what if God just said I could have as many as I wanted? And I was like,
Right.
well, let's do it. And
You
so
like, I'm down. Yeah, count your boy in.
yeah, hey, I was in. I was in. I
So
said, say less.
how old? So how old is the oldest, and how young is the youngest?
Okay, so the oldest is 22. She's a senior in college.
Okay.
And then the youngest is 2. So this would be the longest gap. So by the time this baby is born, the next one would be 3 years old. So 2.5 to 22.
Are you done?
Are you done? Yes. Are you done?
we never say like we're done. We just like, all right, like let it ride. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
so
Hey,
I
you know what?
thought we was done because we didn't have no more kids. You know,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Because it wasn't like you wasn't practicing. You just, hey, it just wasn't happening.
You know,
Man,
whatever
so
happened. You know.
you said the longest your wife has gone without pregnancy is this. So there's the largest gap is between the 2-year-old now and what this one will be, which will be a 3-year gap. That's the longest gap.
That's
So
the
you go
longest
from
gap.
22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17,
Yeah.
15.
So they about a year and 11, year and 10 months. It was 22, 20, 18. That's the oldest three girls. And
Okay.
then my son's 16 and 14. Those are my next two boys. And then we got 13-year-old girl. So we had 3 and 3 years. So after five. Then we had the 14, 13, and 11-year-old turns 12 in October. And then there's Jetty. Jetty's 10. And then we had Tor. Tor's one we lost. She was 70 days old. So she would be about 8 right now. So that's a year
Right.
and a half still. And then you got the bottom five, So that's Torah. Torah's 8. So it'd be Eternity is 7. Hosanna's 5. Hopi is 3. And Judea is 2.
That's
No
dope.
twins. They're all just
Okay.
all single births.
Single births.
That's dope.
This man here on one.
I love it.
It's
I love
live,
it.
ain't it?
Matter
Yeah,
of fact,
If,
I'm,
if
I'm
y'all
I'm
came to our house, y'all wouldn't even recognize it. Y'all, because they all just flow. Like folks be like forgetting we got that many kids because everybody just kind of everybody fast. They all slide together. It's beautiful. It's a
I
lot of
want to know the grocery bill. Give me the grocery bill a
oh
week. How often do you go to Costco? I said every 3, 4 days.
oh for sure. Yeah. So we have a Costco run and then a local grocery store run and we have a Whole Foods run every week.
Okay, what do y'all drive? Do y'all drive like a yellow school bus, or you go? I'm just trying to figure out how you get all these kids around because you like the oldest, so you got a 20 and a 22, and then
Yep.
you got like an 18-year-old. So if the 18-year-old graduates this year, or
Yeah,
she just
she
graduated?
she actually runs track at Liberty right now. So she was an
Okay,
All-American in that. So Chad,
so you
we was
got
watching
9 at
you because you
home.
had you had Lil that can run, right?
yeah, she's at University of Kentucky. She's a sophomore.
Yeah. So mine's a freshman right now. So I remember us talking about your little one right there. So
Yeah.
yeah, so the girls drove everybody everywhere.
Oh,
They awesome, you know what I mean? But now they
right.
gone, and so now it's the boys and man,
He got a couple. He got another year or two before he able to drive everybody.
Yeah, so they boys. They about ball and going to hang with
Yeah.
I mean, they ain't as nurturing as all the girls are. So we got to get them right. But yeah, like so we have a Tahoe and a Suburban, and those are and then we have a 15 passenger van.
All
And
right.
so that's how we work. Because the oldest ones and younger ones don't even want to ride together. So they all have
Ah!
different places. And so that's how it usually works.
I want to know vacation. How you get, because I remember saying, how you get, let's just say, because I know ain't no way all of y'all can go on vacation. So how do you go? Are you driving everywhere? Are you flying? How are you getting from point A to point B if you're going on vacation, Sean?
So what usually happens is we get in that 15 passenger and we'll
Okay.
drive somewhere and we go and we'll stay for like a week or two. And so we'll hit Outer Banks is a big beach in North Carolina, or we'll go down to Florida. So we'll take a bunch of stops. We'll go see my family in Kentucky. Uh, when we first retired, we bought one of them RVs, and that was
Yeah.
nice. Had a little driver come in and it
Yeah.
take us all around, and we stopped and everywhere, and that was sweet. But then as they got older, we turned it to the 15 passenger and we drove it that way. So that's usually how we go. Like we'll plan somewhere, and we're gonna go somewhere, and we're gonna stop for 7 to 15 days.
But I'm just trying to figure out how you get all that luggage. You need something with a rack on the top. You need like a yellow school bus, like the Partridge Family. You remember the Partridge
For
Family?
sure, for sure.
How
Yeah,
they
yeah,
had
yeah.
all the instruments on top. That's what you need for luggage.
Yeah, our luggage game. My wife is like she amazing how she do it. So the luggage game always got to be on. So we'll pack as much as we can. Sometimes we'll send stuff there wherever we're gonna go for a while. Them
Okay.
Airbnbs be wonderful for us because we just send stuff there and then it's there when we get there.
Wow. Let me ask you a question because a lot of times I have family members that had six kids. I think six is the most they had, and they dress alike. Do you dress the kids alike? The ones that's close in age, are they dressing alike, or everybody has their own individual style and their own individual look?
Now we put them in sex. So like, the oldest three girls, they was all different, but they color codes would be nice. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yes.
The boys was always Bama, Seahawks, they was always like that. So they got their sport. And then
Okay.
it was the next middle girls, and they was all about them, a little funky compared to the older girls. Older girls was pretty much problem. Mom had them dressed to the T, you know what I mean?
Okay.
The middle girls, they little funky divas, you know what I mean? They in Vogue type, you know what I mean? So that's them. And then Jedediah, he's the third and youngest son, his own man. He walk in here, if he was up right now and I came around, he'd be like, "You kind of big. You think you tough?" Like that's him. That's Jedediah. Hey, he walk in commanding the whole room, you know what I mean? And you took a picture with him, man. And I want to thank you still, man, because he don't let anybody know that they cool to him. And you know
All
what I
right.
mean? So you did that to him. So I was like, man, I could tell you like Shannon. He was like, yeah, I like Unc right there. That guy, all right, And then it's the baby girls, and they're just doll babies, man. They all, because now everybody's played sports.
Right.
Now they are more sporty than everybody else, and so it's pretty cool.
Have you been approached by reality about doing reality television?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And you said no?
I did. I didn't know. Well, first, I just kind of saw all the families that go through it. It seemed like they all got caught in the trying to perform, and I
Right.
didn't want to do that to my kids. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Okay.
so,
I see. I see.
so I figured if I had the right kind of situation, then we would do it. And so like, I've been asked because we started that high school, the homeschool co-op and football program, Harvest Covenant. This is the
Right.
first year, so I've been asked to do that, and I've been thinking about that because that's more about the sport, and then you just can't help but get my family all in it, but they're
Right.
not the focal point. And so I've thought about it. I've been asked to do docu-series about family and community, and they'd be like, Sean, how you got these cats over here in your family, and y'all know,
Mhm.
and then you got the academic people, and then you made all this with these business partners and your world like it. And I was like, that's how I taught. That's how I thought how I was taught heaven was gonna be like. That's how I was taught like it's got just this big, awesome that everybody can be themselves, but just be awesome at being themselves. And so that's our world. We get to pull everybody in to go be great.
Well, I think it was the Duggars that had 19 and counting. I don't know if you're going to reach that number, but you're like 14 and counting.
Hey, Sean, what post career outside of football, kids, family, marriage, what other things do you enjoy? What are you passionate about? That you like to do outside the kids, where you can get away from and have somewhat of a woosah moment.
Yeah.
He can't.
Besides Shannon's favorite hobby, but no. I
There you
I
go.
I was always one of those people that like to inspire people to do
Yeah.
something great. And
Mhm.
so I've just tried to find the greatest partners that would motivate people to motivate people. So I got like this great partnership with this group called Stand Together. And it's
Yeah.
like about 800 of some of the most successful businessmen and women in the country. And they like put their money and their efforts together to go like inspire the world. So I like partnering with them. I've always been like mentor man. I've had great men around me my whole life, so I always thought I could give that back. So, uh, so I've always been a part of just pouring in. So there's a handful of dudes that some in the league, some never played in the league that I'm just like big bro to them, and I've just watched them grow. And so you know, awesomely, I was the freshman player of the year. So if you the best player, you win the Heisman. If you the best freshman you in the country, you win the Shaun Alexander Award. And so and so
Wow.
I have it's always been fun like meeting with the guys and remember Jaden Daniels when he was Trevor Lawrence was the first winner of when it was named after me and watching these dudes at 18, 19 years old and watching them grow to become young men and now Trevor's married with his first baby, and Drake May won it a couple years ago, and Caleb Downs, he won it as a freshman, and then goes from Bama to
Ohio
Ohio
State.
State, and I'm on the inside with all that, walking him through and talking to his parents and this and that, and making decisions. It's an awesome and pleasure, and it's an honor to be a part of helping, mold the culture with football and seeing all the stuff do. So like those are all just part of that. And then, when my son, we traveled so much, so we homeschooled from Seattle to DC to play with the Redskins, and so we just kept on homeschooling them, and it worked for the girls. But that's how we started Harvest Covenant homeschool and football program, because I needed a way to be able to let my boys play football and also still travel the way we do. And next thing you know, now I got about 30 young men all in the area, and some of these boys are D1. I'm over here, like my wife kept on saying, like, you trying to be little Dion, you trying to be little Dion, 'cause while I'm watching, I got some kids that could play, and then my boys they're talented. Chad, you need to come teach my oldest one to make sure he step on some toes. He's off to a good start as a sophomore, and
Gotcha. I got you.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool watching it all.
Sean, Sean, you had the experience of playing in the Super Bowl. What was that moment like? Because as a kid, we grew up, we dreamed like seeing it on television, and I act like, man, is that a possibility? Now we go to college and we get an opportunity to go to the NFL, and then it happens, and you're like, man, everybody in Kentucky, everybody in Alabama is going to be watching a kid that grew up dreaming of this moment. Now this dream is a reality. What was that moment like for you?
It was sweet. I remember in sixth grade when the Bengals played, Boomer Esiason was the quarterback, the Icky Shuffle was live.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what everybody was doing.
1988.
Yeah, man, I was in sixth grade, and I just remember like watching the camera show them, because that's when cable was starting to come in through. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I remember them busing to the airport to go fly to play in the Super Bowl, and I just thought, man, that'd be sweet if I did that. And so I was having all those moments in Seattle, because out of all the places, Seattle was the farthest away from Cincinnati, but then
Yep.
also the farthest away football. Like they was not a good program, and they brought Mike Holmgren over there from Green Bay.
Yep.
And then he drafted me, and I was like, man, let's go do this, And so not being in the cup was the only thing that was not gonna happen. You know what I mean? I was like, we gonna get there, and so that whole experience was awesome. Just seeing the city turn from like fans was always rowdy, but to having this confident swag, we championship football, it was awesome, because I got, my high school was ranked national. And then I go from there to Alabama, and then I got to Seattle. It was a shock to me to have guys not think they was going to not win every game. And so coming out of that to see what there is, and I don't remember when Pete Carroll gets there, and Russell and Marshawn, and they all call me, hey, bro, this water over here warm. I'm like, yeah, y'all got one more step and y'all got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was cool, and just watching Richard and Wagner and all them boys just coming, that Legion of Boom, watching them win. I just felt like I was like the John the Baptist of that group. I got to go bring that thing right up to the table and
Right.
then retire. You know what I mean? I wish I'd have got mine, but it was cool to see like Seattle still has that winning
Yeah.
culture, and I got to be a part of building that.
Man. Congratulations on every thing, Sean. We're gonna wish you the best of luck. I definitely think with your numbers, you definitely warrant the consideration and of getting into the Hall of Fame, because in your era when you played, you were one of the preeminent backs, and so I think it should be. They need to take a real hard look. You can't say, well, he wasn't. No, we talk about our era.
Yeah.
We're talking about the era in which I played, which was the 2000s.
Hmm.
You see the numbers that I put up, the touchdowns that I put up, the yards that I put up, and MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and I helped lead a team to the Super Bowl. So I think y'all need to really look at Shaun Alexander and give it a hard look and say, you know what? Excuse me. This man is deserving of recognition.
Yeah. Thank you for that. No, I agree, man. Everybody puts their work in, and you don't want to make it, but I think as Terrell Davidson said to me, he's like, Sean, you gotta let everybody know that means something to you, because it does. Like, you don't want to be like, oh, without this award I can't, but you definitely want to be a part of this
Yeah,
group.
it's
Like,
the
that's
final validation.
yeah. You work hard, and when that thing's done, you want to look around and be like, oh yeah, no, yeah, we should be in this group, so yeah, no, thank you for that. I'm with you. You know what I mean? We put in the work, and it's been beautiful.
Well, congratulations on everything. Congratulations on number 14.
You can come
When
babysit.
Oh no.
I got you. I'll
Hey,
take
let me ask you
it.
this: have you got a name? You got a name? You and your wife have a name picked out. Valerie got a name picked out.
We don't even know if it's a boy or girl. We usually don't find out. So
Oh, really?
but she'll eventually just show up and be like, "Hey, I had to find out," and it's so yeah. So she'll crack before I will, and
You
then I'll
hoping
be like,
for
"All
a
right, let's
boy?
celebrate."
You hoping for a boy?
Yeah, yeah, man. Girls are some work now.
Yeah,
Girls
yeah.
some work,
Especially when they hit that age.
man. It's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love them. They beautiful. They wonderful, but they some work.
they are some work. They are some work. Congratulations on everything, man. Take care. Come back and stop by and see us again soon, Sean.
Oh, we will, man. We will.
Appreciate you,
Roll
bro.
Tide.
Yes, sir.
Roll Tide. Shaun Alexander, ladies and gentlemen, 2005 MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, 100 plus touchdowns, helped lead the Seahawks to their very first Super Bowl, an outstanding player, but he's a better man. And you listen to him talk, he's a man of faith. He's all about his family, loves his wife, devout in his faith. And he's, like I said, we know the type of player that he was, but he's a much better human being. Much better human being.
You know, I'm glad he came on here because I'm finna be just like that. I'm finna
No.
follow in the footsteps of Shaun Alexander. I'm finna be a family man. I'm finna get married. I'm finna have more kids. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get all my kids now and take all those I have kids from to court because I want full custody so I can have me 14 kids too.
Oh, you still got him.
Huh?
No
You think I win?
No, you going too much. John Harbaugh caused the stir last night, Ocho, when he wouldn't comment on whether Lamar would have stayed in the game if it was closer. Well, with a second chance to answer question today, Harbaugh said, "No, there's no way he was going back in the game. The injury precluded it. There was no way he could go back in the game. And I know the way I know Lamar. If he could have gone in the game, he would have been in the game. That's how Lamar is. I can assure you, he would not have been able to go back in under any circumstance."
I mean, would you want
I
to?
mean, we expect these coaches, we expect players to be perfect after the game, and all. That's why I like when coaches says, "I need to look at the tape. I haven't talked to the trainers." You know, a lot of times, Ocho, the trainers say, "Well, such and such, hey, Ocho got nicked. He'll be fine. You know, he just got a little swelling in his ankle. You know, his knee a little banged up. You know, Shannon's elbow is bothering him. Such and such got a little shoulder. Something like that." Go ahead, Ocho.
I have a question. The game wasn't close, huh?
No, it was not.
So why the media or anyone else just speculating, well, if the game had been closer, would he have been able to come back in? That doesn't matter. That's a hypothetical. It
Right.
doesn't,
It wasn't closer though.
yeah, it wasn't close enough. He was hurt, he's injured, get evaluated, is probably day to day, and we'll see how bad it is and if he can play next week. Who the Ravens got next week, huh?
Oh, I don't know who the Ravens play. The Texans.
Okay. Okay. See, the Texans coming off a win, so the Texans probably gonna. Oh shoot, boy, Nico Collins probably gonna have a day.
Yeah. Hey, and you see Marlon Humphrey is done for the season, tore a ligament in his foot.
The
Matabikwe done for the season.
I saw Matabikwe. I saw that the D lineman.
Yeah.
But I ain't know. Damn, Marlon.
Yep. Ocho, after last night's tie in Dallas, Micah was asked if a tie between missing Dallas or being happy he's a Packer. He said Brian Gutekunst called Kenny Clark after the trade. Jerry Jones never called him. Micah said the same way he called me in his office as a man, he couldn't tell me as a man.
And let that go.
Might let it go. Michael, you got to let it go, Michael.
Well, you know what? They got to stop asking the goddamn questions. He has to stand his ground and tell those.
I'm a Green Bay Packer. How it came to be, why it came to be, when it came to be, what came of it. I'm in Green Bay, and I'm happy to be in Green Bay. I'm happy to look. I enjoyed my 4 years in Dallas. I still have great friends. I'm a great Dak, CD. I got some Trayvon. I got great guys over there. I wish them the best. But now I'm in Green Bay. My focus is Green Bay and the Packers.
Yeah,
that's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
Because this make it seem like he's like, damn, the man, he couldn't even. No, it's okay.
Listen, they started to make it like the days of our lives. They make it like a goddamn soap opera.
Yes.
Make it like a soap opera.
So I would just look, yeah, I'm happy to be in Green Bay. It's amazing. Those fans are amazing. The team is welcome me with open arms. The fans have welcome me with open arms. My job is to try to help Green Bay do something that I couldn't do when I was here in Dallas. That is get to and win a Super Bowl. That's my focus. So guys, moving forward, I enjoy my time right here. I appreciate Jerry Jones making my dream come true, drafting me, and I love my time with the Cowboys. But now my focus is the Green Bay Packers and helping them be the best team I can possibly be.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that.
All right, Ocho, now it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A.
Are we done? I'm getting ready to set up my other mic.
Kemper Norwood Jr. said, Ocho, the Bengals are calling. They need a TD. Where is 85? Let's go Broncos. Ain't no TDs to be had. Wasn't no TDs to be had, Kemper.
Hey, don't start that. You're not even a Broncos fan.
Whoa, not a real whoa. How you know what Kemper is?
He ain't no Broncos fan.
How you know?
I just know. I can feel it. I can sense it. I can sense it. Y'all just trying to kick me while I'm down. That's all.
I wouldn't do that, Ocho.
Y'all trying to kick me while I'm down.
Ocho?
I know one thing. I want y'all to keep the same energy. Everybody that was in the chat that was laughing, everybody that's a Bronco fan, y'all make sure y'all keep that same energy next Sunday when y'all play Philly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that next week. Right now, we talk about the Broncos.
Okay.
How we stomped the mud in you.
Yeah. You stomped the mud in a team that doesn't have a quarterback. That's nothing to be proud of.
What about your defense?
Huh?
What about your defense? Did y'all miss anybody on defense? Who y'all missing on defense?
Listen, they can only do so much. We ain't putting them no points.
Y'all ain't do nothing. Gave up 48 last week, gave up 28 this week.
Well, it would have been nice if we had scored some points.
Nobody thought y'all was going to score.
Hey.
Triple X Sanity said, I don't want Ocho to say foot or ball. Also, pay Unc his money. Yeah, run me that.
I got you.
Jason Zeldor said, Ocho should never be allowed to say foot or ball ever. Hey, Ocho, since you love Russ so much, how about you convince your Bengals to give my Giants a first-round pick for him? Your QB trash. Give my Giants a first-round pick since you love him, Ocho. That ain't happening. J-Dub from Akron, Ocho, with the number 1 pick in the 2026 draft, the Bengals select. Y'all about to have the first overall pick.
Hey, y'all getting carried away now. Y'all getting carried away. Okay? Y'all happy about your little win. It's all good. Because we going to see who get the last laugh next week.
Oh, why is this? Yeah, I see hostility.
I'm not being hostile. I'm just saying they got all these jokes, all this he, ha, ha, ha. It's funny now. But we going to see what's funny next week.
Babel Patel said, Ocho, cue the Cam Ward meme. You're sorry, but Bengals. You know y'all run that up. Y'all go and put that up there. When we post something, put that Cam Ward meme up there talking about the Bengals. Because it's about to be just like the Adrian Bronner. Man, I'm getting cooked. Wolfhead Fact says Zach Taylor needs to be bagging groceries, Ocho. I'm sorry. Don't say foot or ball all season. Won.
Damn, man. It's like I can't even argue. I can't even argue the fact.
Brown versus Bengals battle for last in the AFC North. Ooh, NFL matchup highlight said, what's up, Ocho? Patrick Surtain looked like a mix between Darrelle Revis, technician, Nnamdi Asomugha, long arms, press coverage. Do you see that in PS? Also, can you tell us your matchup with Nnamdi or Revis from your day? Did you go against Nnamdi?
Cooked him. Cooked him. Only one person stopped me. That was Revis. That was it.
People don't realize how long Revis' arms were.
Yeah.
People look at him and look at his stature.
Yeah. And they don't understand how strong he was too. He's strong as
Yes.
hell, boy.
Yes.
Strong
Yes.
as hell. You get them hands on you, it's a wrap.
Ricky A says, somebody get Ocho some Pepto-Bismol. I know he's sick how them Bengals play. Forget how they play, how they look in playing. Ooh, the Lions about to put a 50 ball on y'all.
I know I'm coming out the tunnel with them boys. I don't care. I don't care what Zach say. They might say I'm trespassing. You can't be here in the locker room, and I don't care. I'm gonna give them a pep talk. And for some reason,
Trespassing?
huh?
Trespassing?
They might, I don't know.
Oh.
Cause I'm gonna try to go in the locker room before the game.
Nah, I mean, there is garbage and there's trash. Cincy is both. True.
Yeah.
True and infamous 73 said, Ocho, since the Dolphins won but the Bengals lost, you can't say foot but not ball. You can say foot but not ball. That's not his team.
It's where I'm from.
What that got to do with anything?
Because that's all I knew. That's all I knew. I'm
from Chicago. The Bears won. Now, I get to cheer for the Bears?
You're not from Chicago, though.
I was born. I'm done with this, man. Ain't it? Free TV said, Ocho, all that trash talking for the Bengals, now trying to backpedal, talk about shame to Chad. Nah, Ocho, you should have been humble. You should be ashamed. And he should.
I was humble.
No, you weren't.
I was humble.
No.
I was humble.
But the Broncos humbled him.
They ain't humble me because I wasn't on the field.
Y'all see how I did it, Chat, y'all see him, Chat? Now he wasn't on the field.
When none of that happened.
Chat, you see him, Chat? You see what he did now. Now he wasn't on the field. Now all this time he talking about his Bengals.
Hey,
now he wasn't on the field.
If I was on the field, wouldn't none of that happen. I tell you that.
It woulda. Just like that.
Absolutely.
JJ said, Ocho, you were saying Jake Browning was going to cook the Broncos last night.
I ain't say that. I said
and
that.
did.
I said that?
Yep. Bible said, does this mean you going to say Ocho bull? Yep. That's what you got to eat on camera.
What?
Bull, penis, and onions. Hey, you talking about you want to be adventurous? You got all this stuff? That's what I got.
Nah.
Ocho's outrageous eats.
Nah, we need to do outdoor stuff.
This outdoors, and guess what? I'm gonna have a picnic bench out there, and you gonna sit down there. Yeah, that's it. Chat, y'all down?
That's not
Unc and Ocho's adventures. We eat squirrel, we eat possum, we eat armadillo, we eat mountain oysters.
Listen, I like everything you just said, but we got to catch them first.
No, ain't gonna catch them. The bull already cooked. They done already cooked it.
That ain't fun. I thought
I ain't trying to kill. No.
I thought we were being
the chat said yes.
That's what's gonna make the show.
Yep, he eating bull, schlong, and onions. Patel players with Ocho mentality about stats don't win championships for a reason. Ocho said he wanted a number, but he want to win too. Aaron Jones, you celebrated like y'all gonna be coming January. We got you in Philly next week. Let's see how them Broncos ride.
Yeah, there you go. Talk that junk for me, young boy. I appreciate that. Hey, fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. I don't even know the rest of the song.
Why you singing it? You ain't even from Philly.
Because I'm going for Philly next week against y'all.
That my team done beat his. Now he want to root for somebody else. What is bad? Wolf had facts said, hey, I like to know the year Ocho played for the Miami Dolphins. I just can't remember. 20 never.
I done played for the Dolphins since 1968 when I was born at Jackson Memorial Hospital at 3:08 a.m. My mother's name was Paula Antoinette Johnson. Thank you.
And you ain't played for the Miami Dolphins. You played for the Bengals and the Patriots.
I played for the Dolphins too.
James Coleman said Shannon putting on them gloves like OJ. Come on, man. They still fit. David Jones said, give the chat that 90s mile high salute. Boy, they did a lot of that last on y'all.
That's because I wasn't on the field.
You couldn't stop it. Anthony Wright said, when you see the first drive from Cincinnati, I thought myself, okay, they might have a chance. But damn, that changed quickly.
I thought it was going to be a game, honestly. After that first drive, I said, okay, now I can live with this. Now, honestly, I was thinking with my heart, and I wasn't using logic. There's really no way we was going to win that game. I just had to have faith and say some of the things I said yesterday. I mean, without your starting quarterback, you really don't have no chance. I'm just being honest. And I'm in defeat right now. I'm hurt. I've been crying all day.
Do? Y'all ain't got your quarterback. Whoop-de-doo. Shadow 0810. At least my Saints put up a fight this weekend. We have no receiver one. They did. They played harder than y'all did, Ocho.
That's all right. At least they got it. Never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing. Oh, it hurt.
Patrick Rendon said, please let us know whenever grass will turn to cheese so we can start hustling crackers, because you being right about this Bengals L. I told him, yes. Bengals got more L's to come. If you talk about who they, it's going to be win day. Win day. I told you they're going to lose 3 games in a row. Starting last week with Minnesota, they're going to lose 2 to us. And the Lions, man, Knuckles and Sonic, they about to have about 300 yards on y'all. They about to do to y'all what they did to the Ravens. Watch.
It's funny. Everybody want to kick you when you're down.
Ooh, Hutch might have about 4 sacks. Hutch going to get about 4 sacks.
Everybody want to kick you when you're down. All right.
Caleb Dennis said Burrow's Christmas gift when he returns is an early trip to Cancun. Ocho bragging about the Dolphins like he been swiping right with no match. Both of your teams gonna miss the playoffs.
We won today. I don't care about no playoffs right now. I want to see my team compete and try, and show fight, show pride. Play. If you're not playing for the team, play for the name on the back of your jersey. Shoot, let's go.
10J said, please wish my brother Edward a happy birthday. Edward, happy birthday, bro. Hopefully you're doing something fun. Hopefully you're not a Bengals fan because your birthday got ruined by them sorry rascals. Logan Wilson said, Ocho's pep talk. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Let's go, guys. Dion Hill said, can you guys call a play in the huddle, make it Ocho and Unc the targets, and then do your best quarterback impression, hiking the ball with a hard, crisp, hard snap count cadence.
What?
He want to call the ball. Well, if I'm gonna call a 2-jet flanker drive. I got the basic cross. Ed, which is the flanker, he got the drive. Rod, we can tag him and put him on a comeback. Otherwise, he got a post. Now I'm getting the ball. Ocho, what you play, X or Z?
Man, this me. What you mean? What I play X or Z? This is me.
All the what you call them get to play the Z.
I play.
Gary was the Z. T.O. was the Z.
I was the X. And I got the ball.
Fitzgerald was the Z. You didn't play no Z?
No, I played the X. Single side by myself. Mani a mano. I don't need no help. Line up, get open. I got it. What's next?
Quentin Mobley, Darren Waller had a nightcap effect tonight. He did. James Coleman, I've revolved around the sun 38 times, and I just learned today that New Jersey is a state. I hope it gets better for me. Damn, James. Brian N said, Amon-Ra St. Brown blocks crazy and still gets his. Yep. Samuel LeGrand, Jalen Hurts numbers gets mentioned all the time. He wins, but get clowned for barely throwing for 100 yards or labeled a tush push. Yeah, but people say he's a top 4 or 5 quarterback, not because of his stats, but because he wins. But look, at the end of the day, the only guy that wins really matter to is the quarterback. Or they like you. If they like you, if they don't, they'll throw wins in there. Drafriel said, y'all think the Bengals should give Shador a shot? Nah, because what you call him ain't gonna trade him. to the teams ain't really trading within the division unless they really think you some trash. Big Blue, woo. Garrett Wilson hadn't made a playoff game and still got $32 million. You're being disingenuous. Garrett Wilson ain't winning. He's not winning. You do understand, if you're winning and you're complaining, they're saying, what are you complaining about? Because the objective is to win. I ain't explaining myself to that. Jared D say, love the show, Unc and Ocho. Can y'all give my guy, Jaden Blackwell, a shout out? He just won his 3rd world championship in track and field at the Paralympics. He won gold in Tokyo last year as well. We absolutely can. Jaden, congratulations on the gold medal, bro. His 3rd world championship in track and field. Congratulations for the Paralympics. Won another gold medal in Tokyo last year and won it again this year. Congratulations, bro. Keep up the great work. Cal Simpson said, I said, once again, I'll say it again. The Bible says a man who don't work, don't eat. So at this point, the Ravens defense is a feed the children commercial. Cue the music. Fuzz Lightyear 12, it seems like the Bengals and the Broncos play almost every year. When can we get a Nightcap Bowl t-shirt?
Hey.
Yeah, we did play y'all. We played y'all last year. I don't know if we played y'all the year before.
Boy, he said,
but, hey, it was 1-1. You know, we play y'all again next year. We put foots in y'all. Jason Zeldor said, his mouth is always trying to cash checks his Bengals can never write. They are. I told him, stop believing in your sorry Bengals.
hey,
Leave me alone.
it's all good. It's all good. Keep that same energy next week.
Ocho, that's unnecessary, man. It's unnecessary. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap as you watch the Denver Broncos shellac, mollywop, dog walk the Cincinnati Bengals by the score of 28-3. They had less than 160 yards of total offense. Really wasn't that competitive of the ball game. But hey, guess what? My team won. And if your team didn't win tonight, foot and ball off the table for the rest of the week. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. There's my partner and co-host, and he played for the losing team once upon a time, Liberty City's home, Bengal Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for your support and your continued support because thanks to you, Nightcap has become a phenomenon. Make sure you go check out Shea by LaPortier. If you can't find Shea by LaPortier in a city or a state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. The best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. Don't take my word for it. Ask anybody that's tried it. They'll vouch for it. And when you try it for yourself, you'll know what I've been saying has been true. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company platform, on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media. And my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. That link is also pinned in the chat. The Broncos beat the Bengals 28-3. The Dolphins beat the Jets 27-21. The Jets are now 0-4, and the Dolphins get off the snide. They're now 1-3. Thank you for joining us for Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We're back on Wednesday. Peace.
Who they?